Hey everyone, so I thought I'd do a very short little tour of my sketchbook collection because I have a lot of them. As you can probably imagine, I go through a lot of paper. Usually when I'm doing other stuff that's not portraits, I like to branch out and do sketching on different kinds of paper, but I've gotten a few things over the years. I think I like mostly the Bristol for doing portraits, but I have used the tone tan paper and the tone gray. There's the tan paper. I used to take this in my backpack to work. There's a little bit of work in there. Nothing really great. And then there's art paper that I got from Goodwill. I found it. It's just a bunch of different colors of paper, but the paper is really thick. I'm really interested in trying that with some pastels probably. And then there's good old vellum Bristol. That's actually what I started out with when I was doing portraits. There's a tone tan paper. I also have a giant book of that. That's the 18 by 24 inch. And then I have the tone gray paper book. There's a colored pencil paper. I use a lot of this when I was at the call center. All of my work doodles, I would say like half of those are on this paper. There's the blue mixed media paper, which is a nice thick, like almost like cardstock, and it has like a nice vellum finish on it, so I'm kind of eager to try that out. Now that I'm looking through everything again, I'm kind of getting ideas for what I want to draw next. And there's tracing paper, which I actually use on my portraits, so I have it over here taped. As you can see, you can still see through the paper a little bit, but that's what I use to separate that from the rest of the drawing. And then I have the newsprint. I use that for the huge parts of the drawing because the tracing paper is not big enough. I found this smooth Bristol. It doesn't have the cover anymore, but it's basically a new tablet. I don't think I've used this. Wait, yes I have. I've used maybe like 4 pages out of there. There's the Strathmore drawing paper. It's not quite pure white, as you can see. It's a little bit more tinted than the Bristol paper, but it does have a nice finish on it. It's pretty thin, so it's great for like sketching and doing stuff in charcoal. This actually doubles as my nail polish background, so that's why it looks like that. That's the 2-ply plate Bristol. That is a great start for colored pencil if you don't want to do a huge amount of like heavy layered work. I did draw the Willy Wonka piece on this kind of paper. So the paper that I use now for portraits, it's like this, but it's a thicker version of this. It's the same finish. And there's my newsprint, which I use for really huge drawings to cover them. It's really cheap. I keep a tablet of that around. And then I have this one. I thought this was the marker pad, but it's the mixed media one, and I haven't used it yet. It's vellum surface. Probably do like a bunch of really simple drawings and see how that goes. Something to kind of relax my brain from doing all the really detailed work. But yeah, back to the Aquaman drawing. This one is the 4-ply plate Bristol. It's just like a larger, more thicker version of that black and white pad that I showed you. And this one, you can do a lot more layering. There's quite a bit of thick layer of a pencil that you can do. You can't quite do that on the thinner paper. If you're really good at picking colors and stuff, it might be really easy for you to do. It was a learning curve for me. I used that one for the Toy Story drawing I did, and the Willy Wonka, and I did a few other small pieces on that paper. It depends on what you're doing.